Rank 1 speed kill team exception has been banned for illegal activities in the recent speed kill tier. All their logs have been removed and their characters have been permanently banned on FFLogs. Okay, so here's the Google Doc. Oh, God. All right. I'll tell you what, man. Okay, look, because a lot of this shit is like super nerd shit, okay? And 99% of players don't give a about this. The only reason they're looking at this Google Doc is because they think it's funny. We will look at the Google Doc, but we're going to skim over it. But first, I want to see this. And yeah, it is really funny that they're all Makotes. And they all have the same, well, almost the same hair and the same face. Man, I think it's crazy, though, whenever people are like, oh my God, they cheated. How could they? I feel like that people, they don't understand that the better someone is at something, and more importantly, the more competitive they are, the more likely they are to cheat. Because if you are competitive, you don't care how you win, you only care about winning. And the same thing goes for like, not only like this, but like also like just speedrunning in general, or like, you know, world firsts, you know, any type of competition. Just because someone is good at the game does not mean that they're not going to cheat. That's like the main takeaway from this. Because people cheat in competitions like all the time. Like cheating in competitions is normal. You should expect cheating in any type of competition. Does it always happen? I mean, I want to say no, but is it likely to happen? Absolutely. It's competition. And I mean, that's another thing too. It's only cheating if you get caught. The more egotistical you are, the higher your chance of cheating is. Basically, you're going to feel like, oh, that someone beneath you shouldn't beat you, right? Because that's the ego coming out. And maybe that person below you just got lucky. Well, in some competitions, luck is a factor. And you can't really control the luck unless you rig the shit. I mean, they clearly aren't better than the other players they beat. They might have delusions. I mean, I don't know if they are better or not, but I will say this. Unnamed cheated, and they were better than their competitors. Like, Unnamed was days ahead of the other competitors. Not only were they better than the other competitors, they just got caught cheating. That's the only thing. So, like, just because that you do get caught cheating, that doesn't mean that you aren't the best. Like, you can be the best and still cheat. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like people, they're very close-minded. They don't understand that because a person cheats, that's not indicative that they're bad at the game. In chess, grandmasters have been caught cheating and they are at the top of the game. Being good doesn't prevent cheating, unfortunately. Yeah. The thing is, Pawn, a lot of people, they don't understand that. That's why you guys remember when Unnamed got caught cheating and everybody called him trash and all this shit. And that wasn't the case at all. Like, Unnamed was literally the best team at the time. They just also cheated. Now, again, I don't want to excuse cheating. Like, I'm not trying to excuse cheating. I'm just a very realistic person, man. I often compare shit like this to bodybuilding because bodybuilding is something that not everyone can do. You have to be genetically gifted. And in addition to being genetically gifted, you also have to use like PEDs and all that shit. Those bodies that those bodybuilders have are literally impossible. They are impossible for a vast majority of people to obtain. You literally cannot do what they do. And the reason why you can't is because you just are not genetically gifted. What I'm trying to say is that even though they're just a natural talent, they're already leagues ahead of you. On top of being leagues ahead of you, they're also cheating. So there's no way that you can compete with that. How many people in the top FFLogs do you think cheat? I mean, I have no idea. I think everybody that logs cheats. I think every single person that logs cheats because one, they're using ACT and that right there's a cheat. But some people tend to disagree with me. It's not a matter of if you disagree with me or not. ACT is a third-party program that interacts with the game. It's cheating, according to Square Enix. If you use ACT, you're cheating. Do I think it's stupid? Of course. But what I think doesn't matter. What advantage do you get from using ACT for it to be cheating? Bro. ACT is not just a damage meter. ACT, even though it is a parser, everybody uses the parsing portion of it, but it is not just a parser. Oh, you didn't know that? Serious talk for a second. For anybody that does not know about ACT, it is not just a damage meter. It can give you insanely precise, accurate callouts. It can solve mechanics for you. It can make you a better player. Can you give an example of the solving mech for you? Yeah, I'll give you an example. We'll take P5. Yeah, it's basically ACT can do auto markers, that type of stuff. So what will happen? Let's say that you get the first position, and the first position is all the way to the left. You will get a call out in ACT that will literally say, 1, go left. It will literally say that. Let's say for party synergy, right? You know how you have two different conga lines from north to south? Well, ACT can tell you where to go. You don't even have to look at it. So you'll be in the center, and then before the markers even come out, or as they come out, ACT will say 2 left, which means you literally go to the left, second position, 3 right, 4 right. It will literally tell you that. You have a video about this. Oh.
Emboldened. 1. Tower 2.
Yeah, you hear how it said Tower 2? Yeah, that'll do that. Emboldened. 3. That's some of the stuff that ACT can do. Okay, so let's find out how they cheated. This quick document is a write-up to highlight every single anomaly in movement found in replay logs of speedrunning group Exception. With these pieces of evidence, we are hoping to prove that Exception has utilized movement tools to automatically resolve mechanics, which provide an incredible advantage over other teams. So basically, they're using a very, very sophisticated Robbie. Types of anomalies. In this document, we will chronologically point out every single anomaly we have found in the replays, but they also be grouped into types. This is demonstrated... Okay. Exceptionally minuscule pixel jerk. Okay, so basically, like, they're moving to the exact same pixel on the map. Okay. Are they even playing at this point? I don't believe so. You had to zoom in like 28 times to see the distance between them. Another type of anomaly is perfect coordinate alignment. This mostly relates to mechanics where members of Exception will spread out across the arena, but suspiciously have several of their coordinates be perfectly aligned on a single axis. I am so glad that there are like internet detectives around and salty people like this to like find out all this. Cool to see as a Taz speedrun setup, just not something you should submit for scoring parse. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of the same logic, right? Like the things that they were doing was like a Taz, or it was, yeah, like a tool assisted. One such example of this is demonstrated by Effie in the picture above. For instance, metal and silver key have their Y coordinate aligned by 0.01, despite them being far apart without marker assistance. Yet another type of anomaly includes perfect unadjusted straight line movement. This refers to how Exception players will tend to show no hesitation, curvature, or inaccuracies in movement between two coordinates. There's natural like variance in like a human's movement. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that difficult to code movement or something like that. It's not very complex to add a randomizer so the character move a bit so it does not look obvious. Then in that case, the next time that people cheat like this, because, okay, guys, there's going to be there's going to be more people that cheat like this. So the next time they do it, they're going to add some variance to their movements, basically. One example of this is seen in this video. Okay. Huh. Holy shit, actually. Bro, look at this, dude. This is nuts, actually. Dude, this is like watching a school of fish or something. You know what I mean? Like moving perfect, you know, sequence. Only skilled players move. Okay. Wait a minute. The funniest part is these morons were bragging and glow. Wait, are you serious? So these guys right here, they did this and then they bragged about it. They bragged a lot. Oh man, dude, isn't that great? Isn't that great though? when like there's a really cocky, arrogant motherfucker and then they just get caught cheating and it completely fucking destroys everything that they fucking said. That is the best. Okay, in preparation to the Exaflare plus stack mechanic in M4, all members of Exception are seen moving in a straight line towards safe spots, something that is not seen in standard gameplay. Furthermore, when the mechanic is done, human movement with curvatures and deviation is used again, especially demonstrated by Silver Key after the mechanic is done. In case 0, oh Jesus, we discuss things we have noticed throughout the fight that are not exceptional to certain mechanics, but rather repeated anomalies that can be ignored. The tanks are suspiciously consistent and positioning perfectly on the X-axis while pointing the boss north. Throughout the log, there are numerous cases where tanks return to the X-axis without inaccuracy. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Huh. Yeah, so you know what's extra weird about this is, I assume this is during the tank buster, right? That's why they're stacking like that. What's weird about this is that typically when players do this is one guy will be on this side and one guy will be on this side. And that is because you don't know which one is happening, right? So like, yeah, you can stack on top of each other, but like how fast they did it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't look very, yeah. For a more extra example, we can look at, ain't no way I'm pronouncing that. What the fuck is this weeb shit? Chichiri High Wind, Exception's second tank, who has numerous public logs for analysis. We do not consider this strong proof, but we find it noteworthy. The reason why this might be done is to make position and rotation of the boss consistent, perhaps indicating there might also be botting present in melee movement for positionals. So like basically what were these people's mentality is that this is just a crit farming thing. So they just repeat these fights over and over with this rotation bot just to crit farm. They can make crits 100%. That's not... No. They just farm until they get a really good run. Okay, case 2. Perfect coordinate alignment. The Bard's position is, while Picto is, okay, 12.78 off center despite being very far away from each other. Similar logic can be applied to Astro Scholar and Monk Ninja. Not mentioned here is the fact that Exception was the only team to perform the spread mechanic in this manner, which isn't necessarily an anomaly, but an interesting observation. This is the first time in Exception's log that we find an instance of coordinate perfect stacking. Dude, in the picture below, you will see 5 players standing in a spread position, but in fact, there are 8 people. What? And 3 of the players are on the exact same pixel as another player, which hides them from this perspective. In the picture on the right is what it looks like zoomed out. Bro. Okay, so this is normal view, and this is like zoomed into microscopic. Holy shit. This is actually really fucking funny right here. This is really funny. We will see many more scenarios like this, so we feel we should clarify what a human-like stack really looks like. Yeah, like this, right? Yeah. It's actually at a disadvantage to be exactly stacked on someone, because how many times have you been stacked on someone and mechanic has went out and you thought that you had what your partner had? Like, it's actually at a disadvantage for you to perfectly stack like that. These pictures demonstrate 3 different instances where teams had to stack on relatively precise locations and show barely any overlap. Yeah, so these are humans. Holy fuck, dude, look, this is like, the way this is presented, dude, like, look, this is a human stack, and this is, what are their names here? Exception? Yo, that's fucking hilarious that their team name has been called Exception. Bro, if you're gonna cheat, don't fucking name your team Exception. What the fuck? Name it something less obvious, like, just a bunch of people, you know? All right, case 4, a second case of perfect stacking. This time for no particular mechanical reason. This may be explained with some sort of propagation technique. On the picture below, only 6 members are visible. The other 2 members are hidden behind the yellow dot. Zooming in further, we find that both Soren and Strawberry are positioned on the exact same coordinate, and High Uni is barely off. All 3 players moved here coming from a different position after being assigned that they are a 1 heart player who don't bait puddles, which leads us to case FFXIV. For the second beat, 0-second players are tasked to bait puddles around the arena. Okay, so yeah, you stack in the back, while 1 second remains stationary to wait for their assigned mechanic. Team Exception solves this mechanic by positioning ones on south, while the zeros start baiting puddles sequentially from the middle to the north, where they split up in pairs of 2 and continue in opposite directions around the boss. However, the manner in which this is executed is purely unnatural. Okay. Holy fuck. You know what, man? You know what? These players should like start like a boy band or something, because they would be like perfect for all of this like choreographed dance moves. Yeah. Dude, this right here, when they go up here and they spread like this looks exactly like Robbie. For those of you that know, you know. This looks fucking, oh God. You know what? I'll just say it. I never really got in the habit of saying this phrase because I'm a boomer, but this dead ass looks like Robbie, man. All the puddle baiters seem to be able to beeline perfectly to the northern position. During the baits, several instances of perfect stacking can be observed. Furthermore, at the end, the 1 second players are observed taking coordinate perfect positions to resolve their mechanic. You know what's funny about this, man? Is like because I've got some rank 1s before, I've got hundreds before, and people will like try to call me out on cheating or having a sandbag or do shit like this, and then they like dig into the logs, or they don't, and I dig into the logs, and I completely, absolutely fucking prove them wrong on every single imaginable case that they have presented. I have literally had people say that to me, or like try to call me out for like this type of shit, and I'm like, okay, let's talk about it, let's actually go into the log, and then afterwards they look like fucking morons and they shut up. Yeah, but I'm washed up now, so it don't matter. Case number 6, the final sting. Impossible position replication. While usually examining logs from speed killing teams, you have a very limited sample size due to the fact that all teams tend to only upload their kill and perhaps some personal RDPS personal best. Exception is no different, which is why it's hard to analyze things without understanding there are edge cases, and sometimes weird stuff happens even to humans. The lack of sample size thus makes it hard to prove anything they may have done. However, Queen Honeybee Lovely has provided us with a singular moment of a double sample size. She actually repeats one mechanic in the fight, which is the spread mechanic we discussed in case 2. Uh-oh. Once again, we see this strange spread position. Below you can see a table of every player's spread position comparing the first spread to the second. Holy fuck. Players colored in red are players who have the exact same position down to the pixel. Jesus. While players in brown are players are within 0.03 of their position, which is an inaccuracy often associated with bots. Keen eyes may have noticed in the pictures that the Scholar and Picto swap positions. There is a logical reason for this. At 456, the Picto uses Starry Muse and thus is required to stay within the grass field for optimal DPS. This is most likely why the Picto was placed closer to the center, and the Scholar was assigned the Picto's position. Bro, holy fuck, dude. Even though 2 players were assigned to swap positions, they managed to replicate each other's positions close to perfectly, bar an inaccuracy common in botting practices. This is pretty fucking nuts, dude. Imagine going to the pixel. You have 2 different spread mechanics, right? And you go to the exact same pixel on both. That's fucking nuts. Yo, is this them talking shit, bro? We popping the champagne bottles in Exception. Woo! Okay. After all that trashing of innocent people and calling them cheats and going on about it, you're actually a cheater yourself. It is absolutely impossible to press the ability 1.285 seconds after the start of Malefic's casting. Check the link above case 6. Oh, this one? Holy shit. What? Bro. No. Hold on. This is beautiful. That's beautiful. Dude, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. Players have been assigned into impossibly precise groups. Tanks melee range to perfectly control the damage of the proximity AoE, something that would have been a great challenge for any speed kill team to figure out and perform. Of course, players are separated by 0.04 or just perfectly stacked on the same quadrant. Also, all players are positioned perfectly at 99.99, and we can safely suspect other patterns would have followed the same positioning. What is this? Oh. Dude, right here is beautiful. Case number 3. Within 3 seconds, Exception's team was able to spread out into perfectly aligned coordinates in detail. While we could try and explain everything one by one, it would probably be best to watch this part in the comparison video. Okay. Perfect stacking on towers 1. Perfect stacking on towers 2. Okay. Oh, these are different speedrun teams. Oh. Holy shit. Yeah, this is nuts. When you like compare this side by side, like I bet there's like 4 people on this single player. Dude, that's crazy. This is insane. When you compare this to other players, this is insane. Why in the dude? Are they really that stupid? Did they really think like, dude? If you're gonna cheat, at least fucking make it a little better. On the final tower set, only 4 player icons are visible, meaning there were 4 players that shared an exact coordinate with another player. The best way to explain that positioning is probably automized is that this mechanic gives you only a fraction of time to get your position right. Yet Exception was able to find perfect positioning practically instantly and was able to knock back the entire party. Oh, let's see this, bro. Oh, no. Oh, here it is. Thank you for that. Okay. Hold on, wait. What? This is nuts. Holy shit. So they all get knocked back pixel perfect. That's insane, actually. Holy shit. It's so beautiful. Wait, they say they have a rebuttal? Wait, really? Oh, man. I want to see the rebuttal. I couldn't help but be surprised that I was banned for my precise movements. Unlike cheats like turning off ability freeze, it's disgusting that I'm being treated like a bot by the cheating group SleepoCat, who recently posted logs of turning off LB freeze and matching ticks with a precision impossible for humans. Please wait as I'm compiling evidence. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. Drama. Thank God. Dude, this is drama that I'm not involved in. Hell yeah, bro. I'm going to be honest, man. This is way better drama than I thought it was going to be. The fact that they, like, celebrated about it and got caught, and now they're doubling down on it. Cheese Tart is the... Oh! Did he cheat? Oh, no. Oh, no. Did this guy cheat in the fucking Kugane Tower thing? Wait, there's a Google Doc about the Kugane Tower. Dude, this is awesome. Or Moonfair Tower, yeah, whatever. So they're saying that they didn't cheat. So basically, these guys from Exception, they're saying all of this is fictitious. Oh my God. No way! Strawberry Cheese Tart's Moonfire Tower speedruns from 2022 that earned her fame thanks to pints are very incorrectly timed and should have never been accepted as valid.